Leo, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your April 2021 reconciliation read. So again, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for reconciliation. Now, if you've seen these reads, you understand that this is about a potential of you and another person possibly getting together, or you're wondering where their energy's at. They're wondering where your energy's at. Doesn't mean a reconciliation is going to happen, but it is about a connection between you and another person. Could be about you and a few other people. So if that does not pertain to you, then this is not your read, because we will be exploring a connection between you and the other person. So let's see what's going on for you, Leo. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information on that is in the description below. So again, you can get a private read pertaining to your situation. Also, I'm putting an extended read at the bottom, so you're welcome to check out the extended where I clarify everything, do another 12 cards, and also some more oracle cards to kind of finish out the energy between the two of you. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. Like I said, any likes, subscribes are super important to the channel. If you'd hit the bell icon, that helps out a lot. The other thing is, a lot of people have notified me. A lot of people are telling me now that they're not getting notifications when my reads come out. And YouTube has said, I just realized I'm dealing the same deck, so there must be a reason for that. You guys are the only ones. That's very interesting. That, anyways, I'll switch up decks on the next row, but that's very interesting because it just kept going, and I kept, feeling like going, so we went for it. So like I was saying, if you'd turn the notification off and turn it back on, YouTube says that's supposed to help, so we'll see if that does. But I appreciate all the amazing people who supported the channel and who've let me know that they're not getting the notifications and brought that to my attention. So, a lot going on over here, Leo, for you guys. A few more cards and we will get started. Let's see what the dealio is. All right. Oh, and any of the cards I'm using, you can find in the About section on my channel, just in case you're wondering. Also, Leo, I'm going to read your side here, and I'm going to read their side here. It can be completely reversed and flipped. So please, please, please keep that in mind, that this can be completely reversed. That if this side resonates more than this side, you know, it can be reversed. Also, cross watchers are welcome, but just keep in mind that this is for Leo, so it is their read, and that is who I'm going to be reading this for. So let's go ahead and get started. You have the blue moon, okay, the unexpected. Now, I would immediately, as I'm sure you do, go off of this and say, holy crap, if that's not, you know, a direction in moving forward with this person, then I don't know what is, because this is obviously two people who are extremely connected, and it's the unexpected. But this is saying, no matter, you know, how well you plan, or, you know, if you're for sure you're never going to get back together with this person, or you're for sure that you'll never talk, or there's no way we could make this happen, or it's not in our destiny, or it's not part of the universe's plan, think again, because unexpected things happen, especially the most unexpected that you don't think are going to happen, that you're not prepared for. In essence, you'll be caught off guard or surprised by something you didn't see coming. Now, in your head and your heart, you have the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess, which I find very connecting with the unexpected card, because the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is willing to put the work into it, but very cautiously. So this tells me, Leo, that if this person were to come back around, or if this person were to say, hey, Leo, I'm interested in, you know, getting back together with you, or I'm feeling lost without you, or I at least want to communicate with you, I do feel as though you would communicate with them, but you would do it very cautiously. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who kind of, you know, watches their back. And right now it seems like you're putting work in, you know, to the rest of your life. You're getting, you know, you've been in the process of kind of stabilizing after this breakup, doing your own thing, raising your vibrations, and, you know, energetically feeling better. And the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who is aware of other people's energy. So if this person comes in, you know, and they're here to drag you down, again, for some reason they're saying drag down again. If they're here to drag you down, or if they're still not in a good headspace, then you'll know right away. But the other thing about the Knight of Pentacles is can be a little uptight energy. And that's nothing negative, Leo. That's just saying that you're specifically watching your back when it comes to protecting yourself with a certain individual, because I do feel as though, you know, that connection is a hard one to entirely release, or definitely one that, you know, that it feels like it was like your life. This connection between the two of you, you guys were like thick as thieves almost, and you were so close and so connected, and yet at times so disconnected. You have the High Priestess here in your heart, and the High Priestess is saying you'll know when it's time to make a move towards this person, or you'll know when it's time to accept a move from this person. It's interesting. It's almost like they're suffering in silence, and I'll explain that here in just a second. But you have the High Priestess, and in your heart, you know that when the time is right, you will either move forward away from this energy, or you will move towards this energy again. As I said, the unexpected. So I have a feeling that the universe has a little trick up her sleeve, just because there's some message that's going to come in, and the universe is kind of going, but it's going to come in, and it's going to be something that you're not expecting. Now, this person over here is hurting a little bit because in their head, they have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is loss. It's loneliness. It's a sense of sadness. It's a sense of longing for something. So in their head, they're still missing you very deeply, Leo, extremely deep. In their heart, they want this passion. They want this spark. They want that romance back with you. They want that fulfillment back with you. They really are. This Five of Cups, it makes me feel very sad. It makes me feel very sick to my stomach right now, because it's almost as if they know that they lost something. You were a delight, something that brought them passion. You kind of fed their appetite, if that makes sense. Now, that wasn't always fair to you, because it does feel as though, you know, that's what you were there taking care of them. And it's kind of like, well, fuck, you know, grow up and take care of yourself, or I'm not here to pick up after your pieces. So, you know, maybe they had, you know, mental illness or things that they needed to take care of, or depression or anxiety, or, you know, maybe they had addictions, or maybe they just had no zest for life, and you were the one thing that they had the zest for. But in turn, they sucked your zest right out, because, you know, it feels as though it was just such a dragging energy on you. Now, you have the Judgment card and the Six of Cups in your present, which is interesting. This is saying that you would reconcile with this person. The Six of Cups is the ultimate reconciliation card, but I love this card, and maybe this is why, you know, I ended up doing this set here for some reason, because it's interesting here that it's a bear that you would be reconciling with. So again, somebody who's very heavy, somebody who's very, I'm always getting the sense of like an emo, somebody who's very like, oh, you know, Juliet, Romeo, like it just very like over the top. And you kind of were like, okay, we live in reality, pal, and not everything is going to be hearts and roses. And if it's not hearts and roses, we don't need to sob about it every time. Do you get my drift? It's almost like it could have been a little overly dramatic, but it seems like that's kind of in their personality, or in their mindset a little bit, or maybe that's again something about their personality, or, you know, mental type, you know, that's how they perceive things. Now you have the Judgment card here, which is looking back. So very interesting. There is a reconciliation possibility on your end, where you're saying, okay, you know, there is a possibility that, and, you know, again, don't get down in the comments and tell me, hey, you know, I would never reconcile with this person. I can't stand them, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to pretend the cards don't say that, hey, there's a reconciliation card here, even if it's with the bear. The Six of Cups is nostalgic. It's looking back. It's the ultimate reconciliation card. And then the Judgment card is forgive and forget. The Judgment card is looking in the past, not only forgiving another person, but forgiving yourself for your faults. And we all have faults in relationships. I don't know about you, but I have become a nasty person before in a relationship that was tireless and very toxic, and I became a person that I did not like in that relationship, and we all have been there. And the Judgment card is saying, look, Leo, give yourself a break, but also give this other person a break, because they're hurting more than you know. And maybe that's the whole disguise in this, is that the premise when they left was, I don't care. This doesn't hurt me. I'll find somebody else. Like, it's no big deal. And it's almost like it just darkened their soul, or washed, you know, their passion, or washed their energy. Like, food doesn't taste the same. And I know that's so dramatic, but I kind of get that from them, that they're wallowing, that they're very sad, because here they have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands talks about anxiety. The Nine of Wands talks about worrying about something that hasn't happened. So this person feels very greedy over you. The Four of Pentacles is a greed, but they're worried about like heartbreak. So it's almost as if you're saying, come on, if you want to do this, let's do this. If we're going to reconcile, let's reconcile. And they're kind of wallowing in the, but what if we hurt each other again and we tear each other apart? And, you know, what if we're really not good for each other and we're not meant to be? They're kind of seeing the what ifs, or waiting for the other shoe to drop type energy with this Nine of Swords. Because again, that's anxiety. It can be, you know, a paranoia of sorts, but it's something that hasn't happened. It's worrying about something that isn't happening, hasn't happened, and may never happen. And then you have the Four of Pentacles next to it. And the Four of Pentacles is a greedy type energy. This is I'm protecting myself, or I'm holding on to my heart. I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know. But at the same time, it's a greedy energy over you. It's like they're not sure if they can do this again, but they don't want anybody else to have this with you either, because they know, you know, they know your worth. Then you have in the future the Emperor card, which is you. I really do feel as though you come across as the Emperor. You're very stable. The Emperor is strong standing, somebody who's the leader. And it really does feel like you've been kind of the caretaker in this relationship, or you've been the, you know, you're the Leo, the fire sign in this relationship. You're saying, okay, you know, you know, what do we need to do here? It's just like the fixer-upper, the person who, and you just got tired of it, like, do you want some cheese with that wine? Like, you know, you're sitting here going, these problems get developed into bigger problems. It's like a mountain out of a molehill, and you got tired of it. And the Emperor's saying, and you're stronger than ever. So even if the universe brings this person back, they may not be able to handle it even more, because you aren't going to deal with it. You aren't going to deal with the woe is me. You don't feel sorry for them. And you know, whatever actions they chose to take, or whatever happened between the two of you, is between the two of you. And then you have the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups is new love, new beginnings. Now, I'm not saying that it can't be a new love with this person, but they have the Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is leaving. It's like retreating, it's abandoning, but it's also travel. So I get the sense that either they're traveling, or they're like, I don't think they're abandoning this situation. They may be abandoning a different situation, or they may be abandoning this kind of whatever wallowing, moody type thing that's going on here. Because next to the Six of Swords, which is kind of the leaving, is the Page of Wands, which is a spark, a curiosity. So maybe they haven't reached out to you. Maybe they have no plan, and then they realize you're leaving. They see you as like, oh my gosh, you know, Leo's taking off. Leo's leaving. I don't know that I can have this happen, because the Page of Wands is, again, that spark, that curiosity, that I need to step up my game. I need to, you know, prove it. I need to show Leo what I've got, what I'm worth. But the Ace of Cups is saying that may trigger them, because you might have met somebody else, or you may have somebody who's like here with you on the same playing field as you are. The Emperor coming in, and you're on the same level as the Emperor. You're done with this wall. Like, you did your sadness, you did your grieving, you did all of that, but this person's taking it to a different extreme. Now you've caught their attention, because I think there's a potential new person here. So we'll see. If you're interested in finding out the rest of this, go ahead and watch the extended. Otherwise, I will see you soon, Leo. Bye.